First thing to do with procurement is that you need to have a process for selecting your contractors, consultants, etc. It's very similar to employing staff. Basically, you have a selection criteria based on whatever it might happen to be. It might be people to write code, it might be people who are going to lay concrete, whatever it happens to be. So you have a selection criteria. You create either a request for information maybe, or request for expressions of interest, and then ultimately, of course, expressions for tender, or alternatively, if it's a smaller type of activity, you might go for a quoting process. You need to go through some formalised process to ensure that you pick the best people. And also from a transparency point of view, particularly if you're dealing with other people's money and the project's not an internal project, it's an external project, you need to have transparency of how you selected these contractors, etc. And it's also tied into the risk management approach. For example, if you outsource a particular activity through a procurement process, then the chances are then you're reducing the risk, and that is a perfectly good approach to reduce or share the risk by using outsourcing. So it ties in with risk very nicely. As I mentioned earlier, if you miss out one of these suppliers, then you have a huge risk in that they have an advantage over you to cost you a lot more and charge you penalties for the urgent nature of the services that they may need to require to you. So yeah, basically use a selection process similar to employing people. If you wish, create a panel of contractors, so therefore if one's not available, another one might be. It also keeps them all honest.